Every successful institution eventually hits a wall. You grow, you add staff, you expand your services, and suddenly the basic spreadsheets and localized tools you started with can no longer handle the volume. You have reached the operational inflection point. The symptoms are highly predictable. Your finance team has no immediate visibility into warehouse inventory. Human resources tracks employee performance by hand. Leadership is forced to wait weeks for disparate spreadsheets to be manually reconciled before they can review performance. Because this data lives in silos, different departments generate competing versions of the truth. When headcount, stock levels, and cash flow do not automatically align, making accurate, real-time executive decisions becomes mathematically impossible. Achieving true enterprise capability in emerging markets requires an architecture where the software adapts to local operational reality via a single shared data model. Attempting to scale an organization without that unified architectural core exponentially increases administrative overhead and introduces severe institutional risk. The common reflex to this fragmentation is to purchase generic executive dashboard software, but layering a reporting tool over disconnected systems only masks the underlying friction. This command center is the visible surface of a unified ontology. Looking at the navigation sidebar, you see the integration. From standard accounting and stock to specialized verticals like clinic and HR, everything operates from a single login. Zero manual data bridges are required. You simply activate the modular workflows your organization needs. Because they all draw from the exact same central core, the typical friction associated with legacy enterprise resource planning is removed. When a dashboard is a native byproduct of unified active operations, the quality of your executive decisions is guaranteed by the data itself. To understand why this shared model works, we have to strip away the interface and examine the foundational cloud stack underneath. At the absolute root of the data model sits a core database, tightly encircled by strict security parameters and a multi-currency conversion layer. Granular access controls and enterprise-grade security are established right here, before a single piece of data is ever displayed to a user. As data moves through the system, international financial reporting standards are applied natively. Every single transaction event automatically generates an immutable audit trail. Finance teams no longer have to spend the end of the month making manual, post hoc adjustments to ensure compliance. The system enforces it continuously. But we also have to account for regional infrastructure realities, where internet connectivity is highly variable. The platform handles this through an offline-capable synchronization layer. If a rural clinic loses connection, workflows continue. Once connectivity returns, the local data is securely synchronized. Building both financial compliance and connectivity resilience directly into the architectural layer prevents an institution from accumulating massive technical debt as it scales. With that foundation in place, an organization composes its system by activating only the necessary operational modules. Here, an inventory dashboard records a new shipment of physical stock into a warehouse, tracking receipt value and valuation trends. Immediately, the platform updates warehouse operations, assigns storage locations, updates product counts, and applies predefined markup rules. Because this inventory module shares the same core as the finance module, this physical receiving event automatically triggers a downstream financial action. It feeds the chart of accounts and updates the general ledger directly, requiring zero manual data entry. You can see that connection proved here on the accounting dashboard. The physical arrival of goods has immediately updated the total assets in the financial position table and logged the corresponding supplier expenses. Mapping physical operational realities directly to the financial ledger eliminates the discrepancies that typically plague enterprise reconciliations. A persistent assumption among growing institutions is that adopting rigid global enterprise software is the safest path to scale. This school management command center models local academic structures, regional grading scales, streams, and term-based calendars. Notice the navigation hierarchy. Because education shares the foundation with commercial tools, student assessments connect to fee accounting, and teacher workloads to human resources. The architecture handles highly specialized clinical operations with that same level of contextual awareness. This pharmacy command center manages dispensary workflows using specialized logic. It tracks individual medicine batches, enforces first expiry, first out dispensing rules, and automatically flags expiring stock directly within the operational queue. When the system inherently understands the sector-specific rules governing an institution, staff adoption rates rise, and external workaround spreadsheets are eliminated. Enterprise operations rarely stay confined to a desktop computer. They extend out into warehouses, remote clinics, and transportation routes. The platform captures data precisely at the edge of the network. Field staff utilize mobile barcode scanning to conduct stock takes, receive new shipments, and track physical assets directly. For fleet management, live tracking must integrate directly with client billing. This logistics dashboard measures delivery success rates and tracks estimated arrival variances against actual fleet performance. External telemetry feeds pull directly into the command center, providing a real-time map of driver routing. When a delivery status shifts from scheduled to completed, the system automatically triggers the client invoice. Closing the loop between physical execution in the field and back-end financial processing establishes an unbroken, real-time chain of operational truth. Once organizational data is consolidated and structurally clean, a powerful secondary capability becomes available. The platform features an integrated analyst capability that interprets live data across multiple departments simultaneously. It cross-references human resources scheduling, financial reporting, and field logistics within a single analytical engine. Users can query complex business health questions in natural language. If you need to know how field logistics delays correspond to recent HR shift changes, the system will instantly correlate that data and generate the analysis. This shifts the organizational workload. Highly trained staff no longer spend their hours manually exporting and compiling data. They apply their expertise directly to strategic service delivery. The ultimate return on a context-aware architecture is the reclamation of human analytical capacity. Growing an institution will always stress your existing infrastructure. With a modular system, you can scale smoothly from activating a single department to deploying across multiple branches and international jurisdictions, all without ever replacing the software. Implementation is a collaborative process rather than a software license transaction. Configuration is aligned to specific regional requirements and workflows. By aligning modular software with the specific regulatory and operational realities of the region, institutions gain a repeatable model for expanding their footprint across different sectors. To achieve true enterprise scale without the crushing weight of enterprise complexity, your organization must run on a system where every sector shares exactly one version of the truth.